gotta go hard.
I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah.
All right, man. So before I do any lifting here, I gotta address something real quick. So this cut really, I mean, it went really good for like the first 2.5 weeks. But I gotta admit, like the past, so what am I, five? Oh shit, I can't remember if I'm 5.5 or 6.5 weeks in. I think I'm 6.5. Well, regardless, like the past 3 or 4 weeks has been kind of, up and down. I've kind of been floating around the same weight. I might be up a pound or down a pound day to day, but I haven't really lost much more. So, but honestly, like when you're dieting or cutting like that, that's kind of what happens. Like the first 2 or 3 weeks, most people will lose significant weight pretty fast, and most of that's water, a little bit of fat, but and then it kind of starts to flatline, and that's why a lot of people get discouraged. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to adjust my diet a little bit, be a little more strict with it. And I might even have to take that cheat day that I normally do on Saturday. I might take that shit out, man. I really don't want to, but I might have to. Uh, but before I do that, I'm trying to incorporate, which I should have been doing this from the beginning, but I'm trying to incorporate more cardio. I've I've been doing cardio. I mean, I got to be honest here, only once a week, even when I started my cut. So I'm gonna start doing it minimum 3 days a week. Uh, and it's my cardio sessions are usually, they're usually pretty intense. So three sessions is probably gonna be good enough to start seeing some changes. And then if I start to flatline again, I'll bump that up. But so today, before I even started lifting weights, I did another 20 minutes on the bike. So I'll kind of I'll keep this routine up for some weeks and really keep an eye if it's even making that big of a difference. Which I mean, it should. But again, when you're cutting and dieting, most of the work with that is done outside of the gym. How you sleep, how you eat, uh, what you do in the gym is just kind of like icing on the cake, really. So yeah, I'm gonna have to really start paying attention even more and kind of adjust accordingly to what my body responds to the best. But yeah, also today, so today's normally my second chest day of the week, but me alternating every 2 weeks with an extra back day to replace that chest day. Today's supposed to be shoulders and triceps, but if you guys can't tell, I am doing. I'm gonna start with some incline bench press on the Smith machine. Now, to kind of justify why I'm doing this on a shoulder and tricep day, uh, I'm doing incline, which incorporates quite a bit more front delt. I mean, yeah, it's mainly a chest movement, but there is a significant amount of front delt required too. So, and honestly, I'm really just doing this to kind of give me a little extra motivation because chest day is my favorite day. I wouldn't say by far, but it's it's a pretty distant, pretty good distance between one and two. It's yeah, it's definitely my favorite day. So to kind of just give me a little more extra motivation today. Uh, and this is some advice I give you guys. Like, you know, if you have to throw in those little extra movements, or if you just love cardio or running that much on the treadmill, throw that in before you hit whatever else you're supposed to hit that day. But yeah, this is mainly to kind of just give me that little extra oomph, for this workout. So I'm gonna do like, I'll still warming up, but I'm gonna do like probably 4 sets here. Nothing crazy heavy. I'm gonna try to stay between 7 and 10 reps. Uh, and then after those 4 sets, I'll probably do a drop set. But then after that, everything else is gonna be shoulders and triceps specific. So I'm not neglecting my shoulders and triceps today, but I am doing this to kind of just make me feel a little better about this workout. If I'm being honest, yeah, I'm gonna probably do a couple warm up sets here, and then throw on another plate on each side and get that first set in. Man, I might have to change shirts pretty soon already. This of course doing that 20 minutes on the bike, made me sweat quite a bit more already, but it's like a fucking oven in here, dude. Oh my god. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind the sweat, but I hate it when my shirt starts sticking to me a lot. I don't know. I just hate that feeling. But yeah, this will be the first set right here. That shit's feeling fucking light today. I'll be honest, it has me tempted to go up in weight, but I'm not. I'm gonna stick to what I said. But I think I'm gonna change my shirts. This is a little too much. Well, I know I said I wasn't gonna go up, but I think I might throw a 5 on each side. Nothing. I mean, nothing fucking crazy or anything, but I think I was still around 10 or 11 reps there. And I want these next 2 sets to be a little heavier before I do the drop set at the end. So I know a 5 on each side doesn't sound like much, but I'm already 2 sets in, over 20 reps or around 20. So adding 10 total pounds might be enough to bring me down to like 8 or 9 reps on these next 2 sets, which is right where I want to be. So yeah, 2 more. All right, that was about right where I wanted it to be. Well, if I'm being honest, I don't know. That eighth rep is a little harder than I was thinking it might be, but I mean, that was my third sit in already, so whatever. Yeah, but I got so just one more here, and I fucking try to get a really good drop set after that. And fuck, why am I breathing so hard already? Oh my god, maybe I do need to do more cardio. Oh shit. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if you want to say two more or one more with the drop set, but almost done here, and then go start some shoulders and triceps. Well, I took a little bit longer rest between the last set and this set because I know uh, with how hard that last rep was on the previous set, this set's probably going to be like 4 sets was definitely the right call because this set's probably going to be pretty tough. So, you know, if you have good kind of sensibility with that, if you can tell, this is kind of where the more time you spend in the gym, the more you'll be able to pick up on these things. But if you can kind of pick up, when you get done with the set, and it's like, ooh, man, that was getting pretty close to being almost, I wouldn't say bad, but basically you can't. You basically know that the next set is going to be borderline. If you should even do it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like you expended so much energy on that previous set, and like if that's the case, and you still want to try to get that next set, just take a little bit extra, a little bit extra longer rest between. Not too long though, because then that can actually make it worse. But I probably added a couple extra minutes before I I'm about to attempt this one. So that's the kind of stuff that you'll pick up. You'll be able to pick up on it better the more time you spend in the gym and kind of learn the signals that your body are sending you. But yeah, I think I'm about ready for this one. All right. I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping to get 8, match the last one, but like I said, you guys seen how hard the 8th rep was on the last set. That was kind of, I mean, honestly, that's kind of foolish thinking on my part. But I mean, I'll probably just go down to 2 plates on each side and really try to control these reps even more and just focus on squeezing the shit out of my chest. And let me strip these plates off. Ah, yeah, that was a hell of a drop set. Exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, all right. I think try to figure out here. I'll probably, well, I know I won't do any overhead pressing or shoulder pressing today. Uh, like I said, yeah, it's a chest movement, but it does incorporate quite a bit of front delt, especially the more you incline it. So, and last Friday I did some heavy seated shoulder press anyway. So, I mean, really, I don't need much work on my front delts as it is. So, I'm not that worried about it. I want to focus mainly on side and rear delt today. So, yeah, I'll figure out what I want to do next and fucking get after it. All right, so I decided. Well, it's pretty obvious, but to go with this lateral raise machine. It's it's basic, it's effective, and I don't have to worry about stability or none of that. Just worry about flexing my shoulders, through the movement and getting some good shoulder work and getting a good pump. So after those heavy sets of pressing over there, I'm really just, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go hard, but I really just want to get a great fucking pump on my shoulders and triceps and not have to worry about stability too much. So yeah, it's I ain't gonna waste no more time saying too much. I'm gonna fucking get straight into it. I think I had the seat just a little too high. Damn it. Try it. Try it right there on the next one. I think I'm gonna up the weight a little bit too. I'll probably end up doing like, I'm thinking 4 sets here. Who knows though, I might even do 5 just to match. I mean, I don't have to match what I did on the incline Smith machine press, but sometimes I like to do that just to keep everything easier to keep track of. I'm doing 3 separate body parts today, which I normally don't do, so it'll just make it a little easier. But I'll get to the fourth one and kind of decide if I want to do one more or not. Ah, shit. Woo. All right. That was definitely harder. I'll try one more at that weight, and if it's too much, then I'll go down on the next one or two. Ah. Woo. I'll do at least one more at that weight, and I don't know. I might do a drop set and just call it 5 sets. It's basically what I did on the Smith machine anyway. So Let's do this drop set. Whew. All right, man. Felt pretty good. So I was debating if I wanted to do uh, dumbbell skull crushers today or not, but my wrist doesn't bother me really. But every now and then I still feel whatever I did to it after those skull crushers a couple weeks ago. So they would be smart here. Wait at least one more week and see by maybe next Friday if I can do them. So today I'll stick with easier stuff today. Some cable press downs or stuff like that. So yeah, let's get on my shit and I'll move on to something over there. So decided to just stick with the cable tricep push downs, press downs, whatever you want to call them. I mean, I do these a lot, but between these and the dumbbell skull crushers, those are my top two most effective, just for me personally, most effective tricep exercises that I do. I've uh I've always had those in my tricep routine for probably the past 5 years or so, and I've seen some pretty solid results. Only problem I have here is that this doesn't go heavy enough, so I have to try to add weight the way I can, and most of the time that's not even heavy enough, so I got to slow the reps down. But uh, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, these and dumbbell skull crushers are my top two go-to tricep exercises. And you know what they say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So you know they keep working for me to this day, so I'm gonna keep doing them until they quit working or quit being as effective. But I'll probably only do 3 sets here. Triceps. I'm treating my triceps like my biceps right now, and they're not at the top of my priority list at the moment. So I'm doing enough to just kind of maintain them. So 6 or 7 sets of triceps today, and that'll be good. So maybe I'll do 3 here and a drop set like I've done with the first 2 exercises of the day, and yeah, go from there. Well, if I can, I'm gonna try to add one more 5-pound plate on here, and do one more and then fucking, like I said, probably do a drop set. So yeah. Okay. Man, I always hate when I have to put extra weight on there like this because, and I've said it before, but these cables are only registered for the amount of weight that's on the machine. So as soon as you start adding, too much weight, you're you're definitely at some risk of the cable snapping, especially on older machines, especially. So I don't like it, but sometimes it's what I got to do. So um, yeah, whenever I do this, I really make sure to go slow and be mindful of any little tweak that I feel in the cable or machine. So you gotta safety first, man. If you get hurt, you're kind of defeating the whole purpose of being here. So yeah, let me get this drop set done, and then probably probably some kind of shoulder fly next. Again, let me clean these fucking weights up real quick and do some kind of. I don't know if I want to do seated dumbbell shoulder flies today or the normal standing ones that I do. Uh, yeah, I'll decide on that here in a minute. Oh shit. Well, I decided to just stick with the uh, standing straight arm lateral raise. Well, it won't be a slight bend in the elbow, obviously, but yeah, I think like I said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and this has been working pretty good for me. So probably do 3 sets and a drop set, and then I think for the last shoulder exercise, I think I'm gonna do a lying uh, kind of a a lateral raise for the rear delts. A lot of you guys probably already know what I'm talking about when I say it like that, but you guys will see. But yeah, I want to hit the rear delts pretty good on the last shoulder, and then yeah, I mean honestly that might be all I do. But then one more tricep between that too. But yeah, so really nothing else to say. I'm gonna fucking get into this first set. All right. Whew. I'm considering going up to the 55s. Yeah, I think I'll try the 55s for at least one set. If it ends up being too much, I'll go back down. Whew, I can admit those weren't the cleanest reps, but I mean it wasn't horrible either. I might do I'll do one more at that weight, and then on the drop set I'll focus on a little bit cleaner, more controlled reps. Whew. Oh my god. All right. All right, so I think I'm gonna do some uh, behind the head tricep extensions. Uh, I am have a little bit of tightness and soreness in my traps. I mean, that could be from anything. It could be from just sleeping wrong. But uh, as long as it doesn't affect that too much, I'll do 3 sets here of that, and that'll probably be it for triceps today, honestly. So I want to make them 3 good sets here, and we got a little bit of shoulders left. I think I'm gonna start with. I think I'm gonna start with the 55s. The last time I did this, the 55s were, if I remember right, they're actually a little light. But like always, I'll have 2 more sets after this one. So if that's the case, I'll go up to 60s or whatever for the next 2, and make them pretty good. Yeah, those were just a little too light. But when you're doing something behind the head like that, there's a lot of vulnerability in your shoulder, really in everything. So I'd rather have started off a little light like I did and go up. So yeah, I'll go up to the 60s on the next one. You know what? Fuck it, man. I'm going up to the 65s on this last one. It'll be the last set of triceps. So those first two were actually easier than what I was even thinking. And I was thinking they're going to be easy to begin with. So I'll make this last set of triceps pretty hard, but still between 12 and 15 reps. That should be perfect. Okay. I think that's pretty good for triceps, dude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do those lying. It's not really a lateral raise, but it is a shoulder fly, but it'd be for the rear delts. You guys will get it here in a second. All right, so these are really pretty straightforward. Basically, I'm gonna lay on the bench, and it has these pegs here that I kind of sandwich myself in here really, but I let my heels press against those pegs. And if you have bad hamstring flexibility or knees, it's gonna be a little uncomfortable, but kind of sandwiches you in here, and it's obviously chest supported, so you can just go straight up. It'll limit your cheating. Now, toward the end of my sets, I'll throw a little cheat reps in there, but for the most part, keep my chest on the bench and make sure my shoulders are doing the majority of the work. So, like I said, it's pretty straightforward, and the fact that I'm lying like this and I'm coming up with the back of my hands, you know, pointing toward the ceiling as much as I can. It most of the emphasis is on your rear delts. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if you have actually, you can lower the seat. Well, it didn't go down that much. I mean, I guess that'll help somebody's hamstrings a little bit, but yeah, you guys get the point. Don't go crazy heavy here. Don't worry about the fucking weight. All right. I'm thinking that was just a little too light. I'll try to go up to the 40s on this next one. Uh, uh, I think that's I think that's just about the right fucking weight. It was just good enough to where like the first 8 or 10 reps were pretty clean. Then I got an additional 2 to 3 cheat reps in there. Uh, Honestly, I'll probably do just one more, and then a good drop set with some significantly lighter weight, and really just focus on squeezing my shoulders, keeping my chest against the bench as much as I can, and that actually might be it for today, really. So yeah, almost there. But of course, you already fucking know I'm gonna get a pump check at the end. So I'll be honest, I don't know. I feel a little flat today. Like I'm not as popping as much, but that could just be me. I'll really find out, I guess, at the end when I start going through some poses. But not every day is gonna be a fucking wow. Oh shit, look at my fucking lines, or how full I am. It's just there's gonna be days where it's kind of doesn't look as good, but that's all part of it, man. Fuck. Yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly, I was on the fence. I'll be honest, I low key kind of want to do one more thing, but I think I mean, shit, if I add them all up, I mean, I'm easily over 20 total sets. And at a certain point, it starts to be too much, and it can affect you negatively if you start to go too far. So, as much as I want to keep going, I think I'm going to call it right there and get my protein in, fucking see what, and kind of see what I'm looking like. I might try a new spot to, check the pump. Or I might do the usual spot and then another one and do both. See which one looks better. Leave them both in. I don't know. But yeah, I'll check it here in a second. Well, if I'm being completely 100% honest here, I just feel like I don't know. I'm not popping as much as I'd like to today. I feel a little flat. So I mean, like I said earlier, you're gonna have days like that. So I'll but I might go over to a different spot if I don't like exactly uh everything that I'm seeing here, and try to get a little bit better lighting because that makes all the difference in the world. But I'm gonna hit a few poses with the my battery's on 20%. I'm gonna hit a few poses with the shirt on, and I'll lose it, and hopefully it looks pretty good. Whew. Whew. What else is there? I'll be honest, I can't even think, man. I'm about done. Uh, that's fine. I'll hit a bicep one. All right, fuck it. Let's see what we're looking like. Put the shirt off. All right. I don't know. I guess it's not too bad. Could be a lot worse, right? Whew. You're fun last bed. Why not? Well, like I said, I'll probably set my camera up in a different spot and see if we can get something a little better. I don't know, man. I actually I might like the lighting more here. I mean, it looks all right, I guess. Uh, one thing I don't like is I have to zoom in on my camera quite a bit, and that can pixelate the fucking quality of the video quite a bit. But it is what it is. So, it's not too bad. Get a little closer for that. Whew. Whew. Not too bad. See, man, it's that fucking stubborn area right here, which is hard for every fucking guy. That's like the last shit to go. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm to be quite honest with you, I'm uh I'm ready to just get out of here, which is very rare for me to say. But I don't know, it's just one of those days I'm not really liking exactly how I look. So, and like I said, it's not terrible, but I feel like there was a couple days last week that I looked way fucking better than that. But it is what it is. So tomorrow will be the extra fucking back day. So That'll that'll be nice. I'm just to be honest with you, I am just glad that I got a little bit of extra chest work in today. It just doesn't feel right. My whole workout week just feels off if I don't get that second chest day in. And I know it's just me because like I know that extra back day is what I need, and it's gonna benefit me a lot down the line. But I don't know, man. That's just something about chest day, my fucking favorite. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow. Fucking lost my train of thought. Tomorrow, back day. See you then.